Another PA Works anime enters the building, and this time around we have Charlotte. Just a quick side note here, PA Works has the utmost respect from me because they always try to do their own original anime, unlike most anime studios, which is what is always intriguing about seeing an anime from PA Works. It's always original, although a lot of them do kind of follow along the same themes of drama. I mean, I haven't really seen an anime from PA Works that it doesn't have a single ounce of drama, although the only disappointment I've had with PA Works was with their last project on Glasslip, which did look gorgeous like all their other shows, except that in Glasslip's circumstances, the story was shit, and its characters. What Charlotte does differently from all the other shows is that it revolves around magic, and of course the bread and butter for all PA Works anime, drama. So in this world there's a small percentage of boys and girls that can actually use powers, and they can only be adolescent teenagers from what it says here, and the anime revolves around this guy who wants to keep his powers a secret from everyone at school, and so he goes around just living his school life as normal till he meets a girl, and after meeting this girl, apparently fate has this desire to expose all those that have special powers. So color me interested in Charlotte here. I really do hope it does a lot better than PA's other works, because I would like to see something top off Nagina Asakara since it's been a while. So Charlotte, please don't disappoint. Kangaku Gakuen Prison School could potentially be one of the best ecchis of this year, based on what I've seen on the PV trailer. That is how you do a PV trailer, people, especially for an ecchi anime. The comedy definitely hit it, especially with how the teacher with the big tits just absolutely dominated the guys and then got into that sexual position of just sitting on one of their faces whilst abusing the other guy. Oh my god, this just really upped the ante in terms of masochism. I was absolutely ecstatic after seeing that trailer. The animation as well reflects so greatly with the seinen genre. The art looks quite sophisticated, making this humor have a lot more impact. And of course, the only thing that can really ruin it for me is the romance, but I really don't see that coming given the amount of punishment we see these guys go through. As with this setup, what we have here is this private academy that was an all-girls school recently opening up to guys, and unfortunately only 5 guys have enrolled at the schools, therefore giving these guys a playground with an ocean of women to have all sorts of dirty, ecchi moments, as well as with some great fantastic comedy. So I'm on board for the hype train on this one. Are you? Let me know down below in the comments. Gakko Gurashi looks like a promising show, although we got a lot of genres here that it's going to have to comprehend. Although I have high hopes, in particular as it's a seinen. There's no ecchi genre here to really tarnish the mystery or horror genres, and it definitely looks very promising in that sense, although the artwork for the character designs look very, very contrasting to what I see here in the relation to the genres. But what this anime revolves around are these 4 kawaii girls who decided to stay at school, and pretty much they have to fight out a zombie attack whilst continuing on with their daily lives at school. So there is definitely potential to really screw it up, given all this promise we have here, but I'm going to keep optimistic, and I believe this has the potential to probably be one of the best seasonal anime of this summer. I'm definitely taking a leap of faith here, but I really do hope Gakko Gurashi is good. In this case, I really do think it is. Just don't let the aesthetics for the poster fool you. I mean, take a look at Madoka Magica, and hopefully this anime does just that, what Madoka Magica does, and kind of just turns the whole. This anime looks really interesting to me. A1 Pictures have got a potential anime of the season, maybe? I don't know, but let's go through the synopsis. Essentially, one day this gate appears kind of just like out of the blue in Tokyo, and monsters start coming out from it, as well as other fantasy creatures, and essentially they're just killing everyone left and right in Tokyo. The government reacts by sending a small group of soldiers to explore this world that these creatures have come through, and funnily enough it's led by an otaku soldier, so this is where I have some concern, but I'll get onto that a bit later. So essentially, the group of soldiers that go through the gate, they find themselves in this fantasy world that's been attacked by a dragon, and thus they find this elf girl who's a survivor from the dragon's attack, and then she joins this group of soldiers in traveling across this world, and there's definitely a lot of potential what they can do here with this fantasy world and the military as well. So I'm definitely looking eager to see how this anime turns out, although I really do hope that no comedy really comes in to ruin things, although I imagine probably will. I just hope it doesn't overshadow all the other genres from what they got here. They got some action, adventure, fantasy, militaries, and that's really interesting how they are blending in the military genre with fantasy, action, and adventure. So I definitely can't wait to see how this anime plays out. Overlord, a very promising anime from what I've read so far, and especially as it's animated by Madhouse, what can go wrong? Anyway, this anime takes place in the far distant future, where we have virtual reality gaming, and unfortunately one day this game is shutting down. It's a popular online game as well, and what's interesting here is that the protagonist refused to log out, and therefore he settled for staying in this game, and due to that he transformed into a skeleton, which happens to be the most powerful wizard within the game. So that's interesting. Our main guy is already the strongest character out there in the game, and it's only him, and so he's surrounded by nothing but NPCs who are starting to develop emotion. And what's even more intriguing is that our main guy is striving to take over this new world and become the big man who controls everything. And what I really like about this is that this goal is really focused, and it's so different to keeping to the cliche of always wanting to escape virtual reality. Instead, this anime chooses to focus on the development of NPCs gaining intelligence and then emotion, and then a human character trying to embrace this world. So Overlord definitely has vast amounts of potential to be a fantastic series that is really gripping, and I definitely am eager to see what this anime does differently from the rest, like Log Horizon and Sword Art Online. Rokka no Yusha, another candidate anime of this season. From what I've seen of the PV trailer, it looks absolutely fabulous. The animation looks really great, and the fantasy, action, adventure, magic genres in particular really did blend well with what I would really like to see more of. And based on the plot, is pretty interesting, so let's go through that quickly. The margins awoken from whatever. And there are these 6 heroes that were given powers to save the world, and our main guy proclaims to be the strongest out of everyone, which is really good. You kind of want to get a character who's very confident in himself, which is what I'd like to see more of from anime protagonists, to be honest. But anyway, eventually these 6 heroes are supposed to gather together. Once they do, it turns out there's 7 of them, and therefore one of them is suspected to be the enemy, and in this case it's our main protagonist. So that in this case is quite interesting. Our main guy is a suspected enemy, and then he has to kind of convince everyone else that he is an actual hero, and so I definitely can't wait to see that particular mystery unfold as we progress with the story. But for now, this is definitely something that I reckon could be something definitely worth a watch, so give it a go and check out the PV trailer if you have time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to punch that like button in the throat, and also let me know what summer anime you guys are looking forward to. And yes people, I will be watching Utila Through Darkness once they get rid of the lights. Anyway, I'm the Sly Dragon 93, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Farewell.